really want the factual information in a case? This is something that you really should ask yourself right now today. When it comes to a true crime story that either I'm covering or another channel or another creator is covering, do you actually want the factual information around a case? So many people get led astray, either one way or another, down a case when they're researching or reading or watching or following a story. Maybe you're interested in the Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie story, and the saga that took place behind how Brian, abused Gabby, and because you have an emotional investment in that case. Maybe you just wanted to see Brian Laundrie punished for what he did. Or maybe you're into another case altogether, say the Son of Sam or the Zodiac Killer. And you find the story intriguing, and the hunt for the actual person itself. And then maybe you read a news article over here or over here that says, that kind of sends you down another little rabbit hole. It's really easy, and trust me, I'm to blame as well. I have fallen victim to the misinformation that is out there on the internet. So recently, the reason why I bring this up to you today is because of a news report that actually first appeared in The Sun and then was picked up by the New York Post about another eyewitness who saw the confrontation there in Moab desert between Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. This was August 12th, 2012. Approximately 30 minutes before the Moab Police Department would stop their van, doing a traffic stop. But 30 minutes prior, when a lot of witnesses supposedly overheard the argument that they were having, this new eyewitness is coming forward, only going by the name of Chandler. Chandler says that he saw Brian Laundrie with a closed fist strike Gabby in the left side of the temple, approximately here, with a slapping closed fist motion that she bounced off of the van and then landed on the ground on her knees. Now, I'm going to put a picture up here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he didn't do it. He most likely did. But I'm going to put a picture up here. And I want you to look at this picture of Gabby Petito in the back of the Moab Police Department's car. Do you see any physical injuries upon her? So if they're facing each other and he hit her with a left hand closed, it would have hit the left side of her head, like he said. Do you see any injuries on her knees or on her temple? Now again, so put your internet fingers away. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying that there's no signs. And also, the special investigation that was called into account here later on, the eyewitness reports that were taken, the 911 call, no one remembered ever seeing Brian strike Gabby. You may have heard out there on the internet, you may have seen articles that says that he struck her or he hit her or somewhere along that line. A lot of people have covered it, and a lot of different channels, creators, have said that there's information, there's factual evidence that said that he struck her. But where is that information? How about this, ladies and gentlemen? This new eyewitness Chandler didn't call 911, didn't stop to aid Gabby in any way. As a matter of fact, all this conversation, the argument, and the actual physical assault that he witnessed from his car as he was slowly driving away. Not a care in the world that this man just assaulted this woman. Nothing at all. See, there are people like this Chandler of the world who like to insert themselves in true crime cases during the investigation, the initial phases, and then later on after the case has been solved. They want to be the cousin, the brother, the sister, an eyewitness. They want to be involved. Some of them have gone so far as to make up stories. Others have gone so far to actually make up fake evidence. Take the Zodiac killer, for instance. Did you know that there are well over 30 fake or hoaxed letters that were, distributed across the state of California and to certain news agencies and to newspapers that were reportedly from the Zodiac? 30. How about the Son of Sam? Did you know that there were several attempted, or faked staged rapes by somebody who was trying to take credit as the Son of Sam himself during the actual investigation before he was actually caught? It happens in just about every single case. When John Wayne Gacy was arrested for what he did, there were several people who came forward and said, I worked for John Wayne Gacy and he was a creepy man. Of course he was a creepy man. He was burying people underneath his damn house. And everybody in the community knew what he was up to sexually and what he was a perverted individual. They just kind of turned their cheek and said, we don't want to really know. And again, every single major case that has ever been discovered, that has ever come across the desk of a true crime reporter such as myself, it's hard sometimes to actually sit down and decide, is this real? Is this a real witness? Is this made up evidence? Where is the real truth in a case? Again, I want to reiterate, for every keyboard warrior out there right now today, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind or in my heart that Brian Laundrie abused Gabby. He abused her in so many ways because he had a complete physical and emotional control over her. I'm not saying that he didn't do it, they didn't hit her that day. If he didn't hit her that day, he hit her in the past. And he probably hit her after that. But I'm just saying, the evidence is not there. The independent investigation doesn't say that there was ever any physical assault and there was never an eyewitness to it until now. Now that there is a major lawsuit by Gabby's parents against the Moab Police Department, this man has come forward and said, I was there that day, I saw it, and this is what I saw, and this is how they got away, and that the Moab Police Department failed in this manner. He has a complete story already made up. Let's not forget, in the Christopher Watts case, there was Trent Bowles, who said that he was a homosexual lover of Christopher Watts. Yeah, I can give you an example of just about every single major case ever. It's happened, and it's going to continue to happen down the road. And it's getting worse and worse now, especially with the internet. People want to be involved. They want that even that, if it's just a couple of seconds, of someone to say, I feel sorry for you. It must have been awful to live through that. You came that close. You were almost a victim of this serial killer. Man, you got away. You were lucky. They want people to pay attention to them. They want even that 15 seconds of fame. Thank you for joining me today. Again, an open mind when you actually hear and read about a case. It'll do you a world of good.